I am that person who packs art supplies for a big trip long before I get on a plane. And you might be that kind of person too. I don't know what I'm going to take to wear, but I know exactly what I'm going to be painting with. So today I'm going to share my whole pile of art supplies that I've packed up that are ready to go in just a couple of days on a trip to Italy where I'm going to see just gajillions of artists, and it's going to be so much fun. Let's go get started packing for Italy. So let's start with the unboxing of the Luchetti sketchbook first. I saw somebody on Instagram with this. I can't remember for the life of me who it was, but I looked into it because they were raving so much about it. And this sketchbook is supposed to be a fully lay flat sketchbook with 300-pound paper. That's double the normal that I use. And it also doesn't have a gutter. And all of that combined with the price, which was $49, I was like, okay, I think I need to try this because I was going to make one. And, buying one that's perfect is a whole lot better than me making one that's probably going to fall apart on me halfway through my trip. So I ordered it. And unfortunately, I got an email back that said it wouldn't come for a couple of weeks, which was long after I went on my trip. So I emailed and said, hold off on it, on shipping it till I get back. And Carlo, the owner, the founder, wrote back and said, let me get you one right away. And I'll tell you why in just a minute, because it was kind of an amazing story. So I did get my book. You can see here it's an 8 by 8 inch size, 44 pages, 300-pound paper, acid free. And I don't know what brand the paper is. I haven't asked or anything, but look at this baby. It is just a lay flat, and you can not even really see that there's like a fold there, but not a gutter, like a hole in the paper where the binding happens. It's magic. But they had a little bit of paper that had arrived early, so they put a book together for me so it would get here because their grandfather was born in Fabriano in Italy. And so when he heard that I was going there, he was like, we're going to get you a book. We're going to get you a book. So they shipped it to me right away. So I'm not painting in it today, but I will be painting in it next week. So you'll get to see how it works. I've been impressed so far, but yeah, I can't wait to see what I capture from my trip to Italy. I'll be visiting in 3 different cities while I'm there, and I'm just tickled pink. And 44 pages is a lot of paintings. And one of the things I had been trying to figure out is, do I take like a whole bunch of blocks of paper? Because I don't really want to deal with taping things and all that. And this sketchbook is a good solution for that because I can do an 8 by 16 painting and not just do little itty bitty ones with just the sketchbook. And the sketchbook also will stand on my sketchbook easel. But the wrapper on this comes with this little story. So if you want to read the story, I'll put a picture of that over on my my Substack. Really cool to hear how they kind of made their way into making sketchbooks. It's artists making sketchbooks. So this one is definitely going with me on my trip. And it's hopefully going to be the star of it. I even talked to some of the artists who are going on the trip, and some of them had heard about this. So I think everybody's going to be pawing through it. But one of the things I did was take my T-square and I lopped off the bottom part of it so that it will fit inside the sketchbook because I want a short one in case I'm doing a building or something and I need a straight line, then at least I can have that with me. I'm also going to take a second sketchbook, and this one is more for the plain. It's all pen and ink stuff in here. And for this one, I'm just going to, have it for doodling because if I go on plane rides, I sleep a lot, but I also like to draw. And this is going to be a good one to take and just make some random drawings in it. And then the other thing I'm debating is, do I still need to take some, some blocks? I don't know. I mean, I kind of think that it'll be fine to take just the sketchbook, but you'll have to let me know if you would also take blocks, or should I just do the sketchbook and I can do finished paintings when I get home if I want something bigger and nicer or whatever. So this is my sketchbook easel, and I got this on Etsy. and it holds a sketchbook up on, you put it on a stand, and my Luchetti will stay up. It wasn't secured there, so it kind of tilted back. But I put it on the easel, and I can use it with it. But I don't need to either necessarily. If I find a fountain to sit on or something like that, then I won't need the easel and the sketchbook easel. The sketchbook easel and the tripod. I always call this thing an easel, and it's a tripod, and it's a super cheapy one. So if I break it or TSA breaks it or something, it's not a big deal. So then I'm going to take this zipper pouch, and it's going to have other things in it. I might, move things around when I get there to different pouches, but this is all my pens and pencils. I'm taking some of my fancy pencils. If you've never seen these, this basically is lead, and that's what's in the little Staedtler case there. And so I'll have extra leads and a little sharpener on the right. 3 pens because, I don't know how much I'm going to draw, and I don't want to take a bottle of ink, so I'll just take 3 pens instead. I threw a tube of white gouache in there because I don't use it very often, but never know if something is going to suddenly need a little bit of white gouache on it. So that's my teeny tiny thing that I can carry just a few things in if I go out for just a quick sketch and I don't need to take anything massive with me. And this is my big palette. This is the bag that it came with when I purchased it. And I have refreshed it and cleaned it up, shined it on the outside so it's not as fingerprinty as for the last few months, and then filled all of my colors. So I am fully ready to paint. And I am so excited. Oh my gosh. I just can't even stand to sit still very much anymore. Are you like that when you go on trips? Because, man, this is kind of making me a little bit crazy. I need to get some sleep, and all I do is lay there and dream about going on the trip. So, one other thing, well, a couple other things I'm going to be tucking in here is this little holder for business cards. Because I'm always sad when I'm out there painting and somebody says, "Do you have a website? Can I buy your art?" I'm like, "No, I don't have anything with that on it." So, I'm going to have business cards. This little container is going to be my water bucket, and it also holds a bunch of other things. So it's got my Make Art Be Happy on the outside of it, and then in the top of it, my art toolkit palette fits really tidily. I should probably clean that out before I put it in the finished stuff to take with me, but I'm taking a rag because I always need some kind of rag. I'm taking these little gloves. They're just like gloves that you can just put your thumb through and have your fingers in case I go out sketching like really early in the morning because they still have spring weather. It gets warm in the day, but if I go out late at night or early in the morning and I want to paint, spray bottle, a couple of kneaded erasers because I always lose them, some salt, and I'm taking Bob with me, Bob the bobblehead. And if you want to see the series of Bob pictures, they're going to be on the stories on Sandy Draw's Instagram. So go follow Sandy Draws and you can follow along with Bob's adventures in Italy. I wonder if he ever did go to Italy. Anyway, so all that stuff fits in this nice little tight container so I can take water in there in my bag and be ready to paint. This is a box that my really expensive brush came in, my Winsor Newton brush. So I'm going to use it for transporting my brushes. I'm going to take my flat brush, my big Escoda mop. This is the Winsor & Newton brush that came in the box. It's my $300 brush. It was my first one. Don't hate me for that. And then my needle liner brush. And then I'm debating about these small brushes because I don't know that I need the little brush. I'm going to try to be painting with bigger brush strokes and stuff. And I'm debating whether I take 1 or 2 of these little ones, either the 4 or the 2. Do I need them? Maybe not. And I'm going to take this liner because we're painting in a city, so there might be cables and wires and things that need to be added in. But I just don't know. I don't want to lose brushes, so I don't want to take more than I need. And you know how much I love my big brushes. If I don't take the little ones, then maybe I'll stay away from doing itty bitty details. But this box has actually a magnetic cover on it, which is kind of sweet. It's why I never threw this box away, as old as it is, because that brush was my first good brush that I bought. So that's my stack of stuff, and most of it's going to go in my carry-on with me. And if it doesn't fit, it'll go in the checked baggage. One of the things I am super excited about during this trip is the first few days I will be spending with just Daniel Smith ambassadors and the Daniel Smith team. And it's going to be so much fun. There are presentations that are going to be made by different Daniel Smith artist ambassadors. So we're going to be learning stuff. And somebody got pegged to talk about art classes. I don't even know what I have to teach these people because they're amazing. Anyway, wish me luck with that. But I also would like to know if you have things you want me to ask of them. Are there questions you have about the product or I don't know about it, whatever, watercolor stuff? Just shoot me questions in the comments because I would like to know what you want to learn. But I also want to let you know there's something Daniel Smith has provided as a gift for all of you because I know some of you collect Daniel Smith watercolors. And they now have a page on their website called an inventory registry. I kind of think of it like a wedding registry-ish, but for artists. So you can go there and make an account, and then you can keep track of everything that you have and everything that you want. So when you pull yours up, and I've only just started filling mine in, but you can sort it on the web. The menu bar is kind of over on the left, so you can choose from those. On your phone, it's going to be from the top, but you can choose all different kinds of features of the paints and it will sort them into only those lists. So you can look for something really specific, which kind of paint you want. Do you want all the warm colors? Do you want all the non-staining colors? Do you want all the Primotex? Do you want just the 5 milliliter tubes? Anything you want, you can sort. You can tell it how many you have and how many you want. And then when you go to the store, you'll know exactly what to get. But also, you can print this out as a PDF and send it to Santa Claus because Santa will then know what you need. So, how is that for fun? So, the link's in the doobly-doo for that as well. The plan for while I'm gone is for you to still come here to this channel every Saturday and check something out because this week on my Sandy Draws channel on Tuesday, I'll be posting a video about how to draw a particular pair of columns in perspective. And we'll be talking a little bit about that. So you might want to watch that because on Saturday, I'm going to be on this channel right here showing you how to paint that. And I'll be painting it in the new sketchbook. So that's going to be exciting to see. The following week, I have something even bigger going on. I have 3 videos in the series. The first one is going to be on my old channel, my original channel with like Sandy Allnock's Art Venture. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo to each of these. And that one is going to introduce this project that I have been working on for like a month. It's been epic. It's a half-page watercolor, like a half sheet, giant, like bigger than my head. That one is going to start on Sunday on that channel. On Tuesday, I'll show you the pen and ink portion. And on Saturday, I'll be back here with the watercoloring of that pen and ink epic drawing. And then when I get back after that, the following Saturday, I'm going to do a live stream right here on this channel, and I'll show you what's in the sketchbook. What did I do? And did I change my mind on any of the supplies I took and what I thought of what I took with me? And maybe there's going to be some stories. I don't know. Maybe I'll have some stories from Italy. You never know. If you have time today, 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, I will be on Open Studio, which is like my office hours. Professors have office hours, right? And most of the time, it's just a bunch of us getting together, making some art and working on our own independent projects and sharing and talking. And I am probably just going to be sitting there blubbering with excitement, pretty likely. So you can join us. Just head over to Art Venture, and the link and everything is in the events calendar there. Links in the doobly-doo for everything I mentioned here. Arrivederci, my friends. Bye.